There. So we're recording it now. Thanks, because I forget. Good thing. All right, so let me let's start with this thing. This is what we did on Tuesday. Look at all the stuff that we did on Tuesday. That was pretty good. Did we start on Tuesday, or is something we carry on from the last assignment? I think it's we've been carrying on this thing from the last assignment. But this is how your document should look right now. If you were here on Tuesday and completed this is how your document looks. Remember we did these colors right here. It's called the. Let me zoom in on this thing because it's too zoom in so you guys see better my window there. This color that you see here, these cells that are colored, it's called the conditional formatting. We learned that new trick with Excel on Tuesday. Um, Check the video in case you weren't here for that. Okay. We might have to do it again, a different one, a different area, but I think we'll do it again. So on your textbook, let me know. Alma. Yeah. I'm looking at who else got here. All right. All right. So let's go to the page where we left off this thing. Anybody remembers? Because I have a very short memory.
36,
Oh no,
Mr.
we put I put a little marker. Never mind.
Uh-huh.
I got a little smart this time and put a little marker here. All right, yeah, we left off on page 92 or 93.
I have
92.
86.
We did 92, Jackie? I think we did 92.
Pues yo tenía la 96, pero a lo mejor era la 93.
It's in the middle,
93.
93.
93? Okay,
Uh-huh.
okay, thank you. So,
Yeah, that's where we had done the colors, remember?
oh yeah, when we applied
The, the
color.
conditional formatting.
Mhm. Select the column and hold in the control key. No, this is the last thing we did actually was when we fixed the size of the
Ah, yeah, you were right. We
yeah,
fixed the
we
size
fixed the size of the columns.
of the
And I said,
columns.
we're going to start with the rows. And I said, no, let's stop
Yeah,
right here and do the rows on
uh-huh,
Thursday.
you're right.
So we're right there now. So we're on we completed page 93, I think, because that one is about the column headings. Yeah. So it's all column headings. So let's go to page 94. It says change the row height. Remember I said the Excel and a worksheet in Excel is made out of two different things, columns and rows. Okay, the columns are the ones that are like a column going down, and they're identified. Um, the columns are recognized by a G or basically, I mean by a by an alphabet letter. I'm sorry. See, so you got from A all the way to what? Infinity and beyond. Basically, it has kind of unlimited number of cells. Like if I move, see, ends in Z, and then it starts A B, A C, and then when that one is done, it starts with B, and then with C, and so on. Okay, so it's kind of like an unlimited number of columns that it has. Of course, we're never gonna use all those columns, and they're identified by letters. Okay, and they run from vertical. And then the other ones, the rows, are the ones that are numbered. See the rows right here? You got row one, two, three, and the same thing to infinity and beyond. There's no limit to these things, okay? It's a computer, you can invent as many rows as he needs to. And the intersection look at of a row and a cell, I mean in a row and a column is the cell. So if I go B right here, this is column B and row 19. This cell is name is B19. Okay. That's when I tell you a cell, I'm talking about the intersection of the column and the row. And most of you already know that. See, like this cell right here is this number right here. And it shows right here, see C19. So if I move on to a different one, that number will change. So if I go to E19, there it is, see E19. Same thing if I go C20 or 24, it will show it here. But it also highlights, notice the letter and the number. This is just a quick for those of you who still needed a little bit of help with this. Okay, so this is what this is basically in Excel. It's a workbook. Like in the old days of accounting, workbooks were used to keep track of the expenses and all that. Well, Excel kind of like does the same thing, but it's a digital workbook. Okay, it's easy to write on it and delete and create these things. All right, so let's start with changing the row height. If you notice on page 94, I'm on page 94 now. What would be the purpose? Well, to adjust it and have more space where we need it, okay? So point to the boundary below the row heading number 3 until the pointer becomes a split double arrow. So we go to the boundary of number 3 right here, see that? Notice how my mouse is a pointing arrow. When it gets here, it's a pointing finger. But when I go in between the two, it's a double pointing arrows. So I'm gonna click on this, and they want us to go 48. So right now, see, notice it says 40 pixels, 30 height, and 40 pixels. They want us to go to 64 pixels, or 48 or 64 pixels. So I wanted this thing really huge. So I'm gonna go 48. But see, the pixels here is 60, and it's already 45. Um, I'm gonna let go then. See, so I left it at 43, 45. I leave it at 45 and 60 pixels. Notice how the row now of my number 3 is wider. I made it, or the height is more elongated. It's bigger. They want us to do that for that one. See if you can do that. So you bring the mouse in between the two, the 3 and the 4. See, my height, if you can barely see it there, is 45 and 60 pixels. But on theirs it says 64 pixels, so I have to go a little bit more. 40, 64, 48. There it is. That's what they want. 48 and 64 pixels. You see that? I'm gonna let go, and then I just made it a little bigger. Is there any other way to make this thing easier? Yeah, there is. I think see, somebody's texting me. Let me check. Maybe it could be a student. 'Cause we don't have a few more students that are coming in today. Um, no, or my email maybe. Don't forget to mute your if you're not. No, nobody's sending. Nope. No, I don't know why my phone
Somebody's
is.
dog is barking.
I know. All right, so check this out. We're ready to do the next one. So we actually changed the height of the row number 3. Now we're gonna go. It says to go to row 14 right here, and make it go all the way to 27 and 36 pixels. So I'm gonna click right here. See, notice how it says height 15,
Row 14?
14, yeah, 27 and 30. Oops. And you have to be really careful. Have to control the mouse to do it using the mouse. Ay, se me pasó. I moved it a little bit. See, 27. There it is, 27. Is there any way to do it better than doing this thing? Yeah, you can just let me show you. I think it's this way. See, notice if you're having a hard time with the mouse, I'm gonna show you an easy way to do this. If you right click on the 14, right on the number 14. So notice how my pointed finger is highlighting the number 14. When I right click on it, I'm gonna get this menu. Look at this menu, and look at what it says right here, row height. I'm gonna click on it, and then I can just put it here instead of struggling with the mouse. 27, I can put it right here. Oops, was
What
already
was
there.
the what
And
was
press enter.
the pixels? What was the pixels number on between 3 and 4?
64 pixels. When
Okay.
I click, look at, I can do it by pixels, or I can do it by units. If it's by pixels, this one wants 36. So you can do it either way. Same thing on this one. Okay, if you struggle to do this one, instead of going to the boundary between the 3 and 4, I can just right click on it and go row height, and then put right here whatever number I need. On this one, we needed the 64 pixels, so I can do pixels or I can do units. See how it changed it to 48 units? So I can do it either way. It gives me the two options. So I think this is easier than trying to do it manually, but whichever is easy for you. Okay, some of you are really good, have good control of the mouse, then do it with the mouse. But if it's better for you to do it with a little window by right clicking and going to the menu, then it's easier that way. So we're gonna do also the cell 18 to the select. No, okay, we're done with it. So those two are the ones that they wanted us to um, to change. Okay, so row 3 and row 14. I don't know if I'm skipping any steps here. Let me read. That's it. No, we're good. So now I'm on page 95, at the bottom of page 95, and I'm looking at the picture here on the textbook, and it's showing me exactly how it should look, and you can just compare it. It doesn't have to be 100% identical, but as long as it looks really close to the one on the textbook, then you're good. All right, I can see that mine looks okay, so I'm not gonna go any further on that. So I'm ready to check the spelling. Um, what will be the purpose of checking the spelling? Oh, but you don't wanna have a worksheet presented to your boss or to the company or to whoever is requesting it, and it has a bunch of spelling errors. It looks very unprofessional. So we're gonna check the spelling. How do we do that? We go to the review right here, menu. See review. See the menu where I'm highlighting right here, review, and then I'm gonna go to check spelling right here. Put a little arrow to it, and just click it. And Excel will do that the rest of it. So I click, and nothing happened. I don't know if it's happening anything on yours. Mine is not doing anything. Do it again. So that means there's no spelling errors. I will assume. You know. Let me know if in yours is doing something. Oh, here it is. Never mind. It's on the side right here. Oh yeah, it says spell check complete. You're good to go. You see the message? I didn't see it because my window was covering that. See that? Spell check is complete. You're good to go. You're good to go. Como dicen, you're good to go. You guys got the same message or no?
No.
No? See, I didn't see it. That's why I was like, wait a minute, what is it doing anything? But I guess there's no spelling error, so it's good.
Yes, I
Good.
got the same message, Mr. Vasquez.
All right, so that means it's good to go. Yours is good.
Mhm.
All right. So you always make a habit of doing that. You notice that I do it too. We all do it when we're texting because texting is very informal. We all make spelling errors. You miss a letter or you send it too soon without reading it, and then you realize that you're missing something. You ever notice that? We all do it because texting is more personal, more informal. Uh, than actually, you know, writing a document or what we're doing here, typing a
On,
document.
on my computer, I have the, on my right, there says spelling and then says not a dictionary, not in dictionary. And it's trying to correct me, Teresa can. And then suggestions and then say ignore all.
Yeah, ignore it then. That is strange. Are you using the one online or you're
Um,
using the one in your computer?
um, I'm using, I have two computers. I have the one with the camera and the laptop with the sheet.
No, no. The one,
Oh,
do you open this thing on office.com or you open it on your regular Excel? Because that's why you're getting a different message than we are.
oh, okay. Uh,
Your Outlook looks, I mean, your Excel looks like my Excel here or no?
yeah, exactly.
You're online then, save to OneDrive. It says right here, look at the one that has the message. Save to OneDrive. You have that message too? Right here. I think you're using the one on
Oh,
the computer. If you don't have
yeah, save to OneDrive.
it has the same thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why it's giving you that name. On ours, on mine, at least didn't give me that error. But it's okay. Just dismiss it. Um,
Okay. I just
because I
gonna,
guess the name is correct, unless you misspelled Teresa. Teresa can. That's the one you got.
yeah.
All right. So
Okay.
just to run the spelling, and then what else? Let's see what else we need to do on this one. I'm on page now 96. That's the spelling checker. Catch all spelling mistakes. Um, just a question to check the spelling on the worksheet. On there's employee, no, it didn't find any errors. Oh, by they purposely misspelled some words on the actual worksheet that we copied. We just didn't catch it. Look at if you go back. Let me see. No, it's okay. No errors. No, está bien. All right, so this has to they want you to misspell a word so to see that it works. We're not going to spend time on that because we know it works. See, page 96, it says to change the word employee to something else, employee, and then run the spell checker to see how the spell checker will find it. So let me just do it myself. Don't do it. You don't do it, so we don't spend time on it. I just want to show you. See that employee? If I run the spell checker again, it should catch that error. There you see, right here. It's letting me know that it's misspelled and it's giving me the suggestion. Employee.
Yeah.
So I always, when you want to do that suggestion, you just go and change all, and it changes the back. Is that correct, yeah? Employee. So yeah, it catches the spelling errors. That's all they want you to see and know. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's click anywhere. Just select. So we're good. You can close this, and then we're done with the spell checker.
Mr. Vasquez,
Yeah.
I have a question. I have my initials in the corner of one of cell A and B, row 12, and I know they're my initials and it says it's my name, but I can't make it go away.
They're like on between what 12 and 13 or what? 12 what?
12 and 13, A and B. Right at the corner.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's so strange. It's like right here.
A little higher, right at 12.
And it used to have the name John Xiao or no?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. That's strange. Okay, if you click on it, does it you see right here? Look at when I click on it, you notice over here. Let me highlight this. See right here?
Uh-huh.
Does it show your name right there or no?
Let's see here. No.
Okay. This is maybe a glitch. Remember sometimes when it doesn't display something, it could be just a glitch because it will show it, Whatever content is right here, it will show it right there.
Okay.
And if it's not showing your name there or your initial, then it's a glitch.
Okay.
All right, so let me clear all this and let's continue.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I know. Let's see. So we're done with page. The last thing is just to go ahead and change. Oh, yeah. This is the one part that we need to do. We're gonna do the change the worksheet margins header and the orientation and the payout view. So you could go to page 98, please. And then we're gonna learn about the header and footer. Um, Hopefully it is activated and we're able to use it, okay? So header and footer, what are they talking about? Header and footer. You ever notice that a blank page? And let me show you just on a blank page so you guys get it. Let me just do a Word document. Don't do what I'm doing, okay? I just want to show you something really quick here. Clear all these drawings here. There it is. See, this is a blank document, just like a page, a blank page. All right, let me just make it a little smaller. So look at this. This is how a blank page will look. Just a regular blank page. On any document, the pages have been divided into basically two sections or three sections. So like a person, you know, a person has a what? A head, no? So this section right here is usually the header. Okay, we call this section the header. La cabeza, header. Okay, so that section is the header. And then the next section right here, well, not that part, but this section right here in the middle, we call it basically the body.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes, Jennifer. How are you? All right, so this is the body of the content, and then the last part right here,
Good,
so
good.
we call the footer. Okay, so that's how we divide a page, and that's why I want to show you this because footer. This section right here on the bottom is called the footer. So we have three sections. Every page, every document has three sections. Okay, the header, the body of the content, and then the footer. Okay, trying to align them right there. So these three sections, and it could be, you know, that my lines are really awful, so don't mind those ugly lines that I do here. Okay, make them a little straight. So there. And the section could be increased or decreased. It depends on the need for the header and footer. Well, what will you put on the header? You put information, not necessarily the title. Um, Most of the time you want to put extra information because the title for the worksheet will be already here. Look at, when we go up here, see, it already has the title here. What will be the header for? Well, the header is for extra information such as the file name, the date, you know, things like that. The creator, who created this file, and all that. That's usually what you want to put on the header. Okay. So in this section right here, what am I going to say? Right here. As the header section, you can put, well, you know, that type of information. And how about on the footer? Well, on the footer, you put like the page number. If it's 3 pages, you can put 1 out of 3. You know, you put the page number. Um, Sometimes you can put it also on the header, but usually the footer is for page number, and mostly it's for the page number. You can put other type of information that we'll see on this next assignment, on next section. Okay. Um, So let me close this and go back to the salary report. So going back to this, if you look on page 98, that's where we're at right now, page 98, to change the worksheets, margins, header, and orientation page. So click the page layout button in the status bar to view the worksheet on page layout view. I don't know if we can do that because there's no page layout here. There's view, maybe we can do view. Editing view, no. See, it doesn't have that option. So let me see what else we can do for the page layout tab now. Margins, gallery to change the worksheet margins. I don't know if we have a way to access the frame. Let me check something here. Header and footer. Maybe it doesn't have that. Let me check if he has it here. No, it doesn't have that. No, Windows. No. See, we don't have access to the header and footer on this version of Office. Let me do a quick search to see if we have access to that. We might not even have access to it. Help. It doesn't have any help. Nope. Does it have a help here? No help. Tell me what you want to do. Okay, here it is. Here's the help header. Let's put header. Find document header. ¿Dónde está? Cannot find the data you'll be searching for. Yeah, there's no header or footer.
It would be under insert now or no?
Pues I would think so.
And it's not, I don't see it here.
It will be, well, on the regular Excel, it has a section that says page layout, and that's where it's at.
Oh, okay.
But this one doesn't have it, not even on insert. It doesn't have,
It doesn't have accessibility.
it doesn't have the header and footer, so we cannot edit that. So that section of the textbook, we just can't do.
We'll skip it.
We'll have to skip it because it doesn't have it. I'm surprised it doesn't have it. But if you notice, just so for your information, you could go to page 100.
100?
Yeah, page 100, and then just to show you what I'm talking about when it says the header. Notice that right after Olivia's, before Olivia's art supply, it has Jane Smith and Chief Financial Officer. You notice that it has that name. That is the header. Remember, I was telling you that you can put additional information on that section. Let me do a quick search to see if they have it. Office 365. Let me check. Usually they said página, sí, estamos en la 100. Let me see. Sorry, Excel does not have a header and footer functionality. The Excel Online, see? This is from Microsoft directly. It's from Microsoft. Usually when I have a question on something, remember, Barbara, when were asking about something, we could do it, and I came here. This is header, this is questions, and it responds, the responses are directly from Microsoft. So it says that they don't have that functionality. Excel Online is a cut down version of the full product. It is constantly being updated with new functionality. So hopefully that will be added in the near future, but right now they don't have it. All right, so.
It's not even available on the outline product, the online?
No, the online plan, unless you buy it, unless you go premium.
So it is available then on premium?
Yeah, it is. When you click on premium, but they're gonna charge you a monthly fee, like you're paying an extra whatever money they charge. I don't even know how much they charge. I can ask right here. Let me see. Because it's a subscription, so they get you every month. Don't do it, okay? Unless, you know, you have extra money to burn, then go ahead. Okay, here is premium. Price. Let's see how much it is. $99, it says. But I know it's not.
99 a month?
No, I don't think it's a month.
It's 99 a year, but it doesn't have all the capabilities.
It still doesn't have all the capabilities. Yeah.
No, because I have the one that is 99.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So let's.
You
Thank
gotta
you.
go with the big one, I guess.
All right. Yeah, yeah. It's not a good idea. It's better just to buy the one for the computer. But we'll do as much as we can with this. And the nice thing about this is free. It does almost maybe, let's say, out of the full version, this one does about maybe 70, 80%. So it's not so bad. Okay. I mean, what do you expect? We'll be giving it as free. I mean, you know, it's nice that it works, you know. All right, so let's continue with this. So we can do that. We're gonna skip that part of the exercise. And I think that's last section, print out section. Okay, so let me see if it does this too. This is another thing. Like, let's say I don't want to print the whole thing. I just want to print the employee's name and email addresses. Can I just print this? Well, on the regular version, it allows you to. Let me see. I go print and see current selection. See that what I click right here? And I go continue. And see that? It's only going to print the list of the employees and their emails. So you can actually do this. You can actually select sections.
And how
To print. Let me do it again. It's on. If we go to page 101, I think is where I saw it. Let's go to page 101. I think it's there. Oh, that's where I just saw it. So you can print certain sections of it only, unlike, you know, the print command, which gives you everything. So let's go ahead and do that. Look at print a section of the worksheet. This is on page 101. Let me cancel this. I just did this just to show you, but let's go ahead and do it together. All right, so it says to select the range to print cells A3 to F16. So A3 is right here, all the way down to F16. So I'm gonna go F16, 16, right here. So this section, I just want us to print that section. Let me zoom out a little bit so you guys see what section I'm highlighting. That section that you see there. See that? It's not gonna print Olivia's art supply salary. Just this part right here. They want us to do this. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go File, Print, and then we're gonna select this time current selection. See this right here? Current selection, and then click Continue, and it should give you the that part only. Look at. Just like the textbook on the next page, it shows that section right there. Look at that. See how nice we did it? And on page 102, it shows you the way it should look. And I was asking, I was kind of, Danitza, were you able to do what I sent you the link or no? Okay, okay. I'll,
Yeah, I was able to do it.
huh?
I was able to do it.
All right, yeah, good job. Everybody else got it? Let me show you how it will be nice to do this thing. Look at class.
Yes.
How can I save this? How can I save this section right here? Let me give me 1 second, class. I need to send this email really quick. With a link or new message. Inbox. And a copy of the missing subject and everything. Let me just send. The name of the thing, Olivia's Air Sublime. Salary report. All right. Going back right here. How can I save this part, this part only? You know, can I? If I go right here, look at, I can create it into a Microsoft PDF document PDF. If I wanted to share this information, send it to let's say to somebody. How can I just create this and then save it like that? Or you can save it as a Microsoft PDF document, and it will save everything, the colors and everything, just the way it is. So then I'm gonna go print, and then it's gonna ask me where I want to save it. Means that I can save it to my local computer. So that's the nice thing about it. You see that? Again, if I wanted to, let me just cancel this really quick and do it again. So file, print. When I have this section here, I can actually save this specifically by creating a new document. It's a PDF document right here. Look at it. On the which says printer, it gives me that option of saving it as a PDF. And what is a PDF? A PDF is it means a portable. Um, it's called portable document format. It means it's a document that can be sent back and forth. You cannot edit it unless, nowadays there's software to edit these things really easy. Programs such as Cami, you can edit the contents of it. Um, or Adobe Acrobat, you can also edit this document with that. But this is one of the things that we can do to save it. Why don't we save it and save it to your local computer this way? We'll have a copy of just this section on your local computer, and then a copy of the other one. Uh, so you save as PDF, and then when you click save, it's going to ask you to give it a name, and it's going to go to your computer. Usually, it will go directly to your documents. That's where you're going to save it. Okay, and then it doesn't have really a name for it. You can give it a name. Look at it. It gets like a kind of a generic type of name. See that? Get file copy file handler. So that doesn't make any sense. So the best thing is to give it the correct name. Olivia Art Supply. You can use the apostrophe here, Art Supply, because it won't do it. Art Supply. Okay. Salary report. Okay, well, let's do the whole thing. Oops. Salary report. All right. So I click save, and it will save to my computer. And where is it gonna go? Well, I can put it on the documents, on my documents, and then find a place where I want to put it. Usually, it doesn't know where to go. Usually, we'll go to your downloads or somewhere.
Aparece.
No? Let me just
No
copy.
me aparece cuando ya pongo la hoja en blanco, o sea, cuando ya selecciono la hoja para que la haga print,
Ajá.
no me aparece como para guardarla, así como usted lo que tiene del lado izquierdo.
Para que
Eso no me
tiene
aparece.
printer. How about everybody else? You guys see this part right here or no?
Yeah, what you have to do is where it's
Yes, I have it.
destination,
Ajá.
donde dice destination, and then it shows your printers that you have in your house. That's where you press the arrow y
Save
ahí
as
va a
PDF.
salir el save as PDF.
Ujú.
Pero donde dice destination en su printer, cuando va a hacer print la page.
Alma, but you don't see this section right here that I'm showing?
Yeah, I
This
could
part?
see it, but you have to, in mine, like say yours says print, and in mine it doesn't go in print, it goes under destination.
Oh, that's a
It
strange.
has print on the top, and then next it has destination, and it has a
Right
drop
here. Okay.
down.
So you have to click on
Uh-huh.
the drop down menu. All right.
Yeah, you click on the drop down menu, and when you click on that drop down menu, then it'll give you the save as PDF. I was just sharing it, maybe hers is like that.
All right. Okay. So, yeah, this is a good thing to know that you can actually save a document directly to your computer from Microsoft website. So that's nice. That's a nice thing.
Um,
Ujú.
Nada más cierro eso entonces porque pues no lo voy a poder guardar.
¿No sale esta sección?
No, todo eso rojo que usted encerró a mí no me sale.
A ver, pues debe de salir. ¿Se acuerda cómo hicimos share las ventanas la otra vez? Necesitaba ayuda con esto. Pero it should come out. I mean, si está usando el Excel online, el Office 365 online, en lo que yo tengo, usted debe de tener.
Sí, yo sé, porque ya me ha dicho, pero aquí sí no,
Si no me la
pues
están
no sale.
si no tienen lo que yo tengo, la están discriminando. Ahorita mismo tenemos que hacer una. Es lo mismo para todos, ¿verdad? Por eso les pregunto
Sí,
cuando
o sea,
si todos lo tenemos.
sí, o sea, tengo todo, pues, o sea, nomás ya me voy al file para hacerlo print, le doy print, me aparece todo lo que a usted le aparece, current selection,
Ajá.
portarretrato o landscape, cualquiera de las dos que ponga, pues no me sale, pues
So when you
ahí ya. Luego ya dice click here to view PDF document, ahí le pongo y ya me sale. O a menos que no, pero pues es lo que
ok, que
usted
espérame,
quiere.
usted dijo algo más. ¿Usted le hizo clic aquí?
¿Dónde?
Por ejemplo, ¿le salió esta ventana aquí a usted o no? Porque yo a la mía no se queda ahí, mire. Si voy a File, Print,
Ajá.
and then
Print,
when I go Continue,
continue.
solo se va a la otra.
A ver.
Yo no le hago
A
nada.
ver,
El de usted se está
print.
quedando aquí, parece que me dijo.
Es que aquí dice, mire, otra vez, file,
Print.
print,
Porque-
current selection,
Ajá. Nomás
continue, ¿verdad?
no haga nada, deje que solo salga para la siguiente window.
Ahí se quedó y ahí dice, your PDF is ready. Click here to view, que si quiero ver el documento o lo quiero cerrar, dice.
Sí, el de usted se está quedando aquí, en esta ventana.
Ajá, así
In
se
the
queda.
document from the preview window below. Ok, si hace clic aquí, de todos modos me sale, mire a mí.
Pues sí. Pero a mí no me sale como si yo nomás quiero ver la hoja, cómo se va a imprimir.
Ujú.
Pero no me aparece eso. De hecho, me lo saca bien grandote. porque no, me quita todo, pues nomás me deja ver esa pantalla.
No tiene ninguna otra opción alrededor, ¿no? Ok, pues si no, no importa, ¿verdad? Si no, no sale esa opción, no sé qué más hacer,
O-
¿verdad?
Ujú.
A menos que me enseñara su ventana para poder ver qué es el error o qué es lo que está pasando.
Pues si quiere, se la pongo, volteo la cámara, a ver.
O tómale una foto y que sea lo más. Mire, Alma, aquí tiene no puede hacer share la pantalla o está, pero está en otra, está conectada en una y está haciendo el trabajo en otra.
Sí, pero no puedo voltear la cámara, ¿por qué?
Mm,
Ah, pues porque no.
No alcanzo. ¿Sabe qué es lo que me estoy dando cuenta? Que usted tiene, ya se salió de esta parte, ¿verdad? Porque lo que,
Ya me salió.
ok. Porque lo que miré que estaba enseñando era esta sección. Ahorita que
Sí.
rápidamente puso la cámara. Pues debe ser algo mal, ¿verdad? Que está pasando, porque sí debía de tenerlo. En el textbook
A ver,
la
le
window
voy
es
a,
diferente.
le voy a mandar una foto, porque
Sí,
no
mándeme
sé
la
por qué
foto y
no me veo,
ahí puedo yo ver qué es lo que está pasando.
porque si
Right.
se da cuenta que no me veo, ¿verdad?
Pues
No te
miras,
miras,
no,
No,
ahorita, mira,
no me
ahorita sí
activada.
está el video detenido. All right, class. It's 7 or 5 almost. If you guys want to take a quick break, let's take a 5 to 10-minute break really quick.
10 sounds good.
All right. Um,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Se desconectó, señora. Yolanda, ya. Let me pause this thing for now. Pause here. All right, so in this new assignment, we're going to create a new Excel blank blank workbook. We're going to put on A1 as a title monthly expenses. 4, and then go ahead and put your name, okay? Put my name here. And then put your name below it. Okay. And they want us to do car payment, rent, utilities, tuition, and food. Okay. Or we can send it, instead of putting your name, you can put for the year, but we'll change that later. So we're gonna start right here, like on A4 is gonna be where we're gonna start the headings. Right here, A5, I guess. We can leave one blank with nothing. So the first is gonna be the first of the month. So should we do it by trimester? Is better, no? No, let's do the monthly. So, and notice this thing. Look, let me show you this trick right here. I think it works this way. If I put this month right here and I go to the next one, just drag it. See that? See what it did? Let me show you again. I just put the first month. I'm gonna grab the little square right here that you see, and I'm gonna drag it. So this be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 12. Me faltan más. November and December. There it is. See, it typed all the days for me. I only typed the first one. I'll repeat it again, okay? Oops, not that part. So I said just put the first month, and Excel will do the rest of the months. It has to be 12. Was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. To letter M.
To letter M.
There you go. See, that is so nice, huh?
Yeah, very. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, so Excel knows what you're trying to do, and it's gonna do it for you to make it easy.
Help you out.
The next thing right here, we're gonna put the list of the expenses that they want us to list, and we're gonna use the textbook as reference only. Okay. So they want us to do what is the, let's do by importance. What is the main expense that we have? Is the house, either the rent or your mortgage. So what do we put, rent or mortgage? So we put rent, a mortgage, like that. So whatever it is that you have, enter. The second one in importance is what? Electricity. Will you guys agree with me?
Or car payment.
Pues sí, puede estar sin carro, pero sin electricidad.
No, pues no puede.
I'm talking about in priority. What is priority? Electricity or car? Pues car, si no hay dinero para pagar la electricidad. Okay, so car payment will be the next one. Si no tiene carro, ¿cómo va a pagar?
Ajá, exacto. ¿Cómo se mueve aquí?
Sí, pues sí. What is the next one? Rent, electricity. So car should be second, and entonces va en importance. So what do you guys think? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so let's do car segundo. Electricity. Okay, so rent, car, electricity, and then what other one? Water.
Insurance.
Insurance, yeah, insurance, you're right. So water, gas, or will be under utilities. So we can separate it, and then insurance. Okay, you guys think of any other one? Food. And ¿quién dijo cable? Cable es como entretenimiento, no entertainment.
Cable or internet, however you...
Oh, internet and cable. Pues sí, cable es part of that, yeah. Se pusieron los meses. No, you try it again. Let me do it here, ¿verdad? It should do it again, ¿verdad? Let me do it again. Okay, so it's the first one. And then just drag this little thing right here, Jennifer, this little thing. And as you're moving it, see, it does it automatically. If you drag, you have to drag the little square to copy the cell to the next one. And see, it does do it. Just try like that. Cable or internet, podemos ponerle cable, internet. And I have another thing that we can't live without is now what? Come on, guys, you use it every day at all times. Cell phone, ¿no?
Cell phone, ajá.
Pues, y eso sí hay que pagarlo cada mes también, porque si no.
No se lo pagan.
Así. Así.
Ya no sabemos andar sin cell phone.
No, and nosotros en la high school, I'm gonna tell you guys, and it's a true story. En la high school, cuando estamos en clase before the COVID-19, they will tell us that never take the phones away from the kids, because the kids get depressed to the point that there's no life after the phone. Without the phone, the kids cannot function. We had some incidents at the high school where kids basically wanted to end their lives because they didn't have a cell phone. So they told us, that leave the phones alone. We're not going to have to take them.
Excuse me, teacher.
Hmm?
What do you type on number 12?
Number 12 is cable or internet.
Okay.
Cable. Let me make it a little bigger. Cable or internet. We said that was and that's it. Any more expenses anybody can think of? What else?
Landscaping.
Yo lo hago, yo no le pago a nadie. Yo, en los fines de semana esa es mi actividad. No sé si alguien paga por eso, landscape. Yeah. Could be part of that home. What is it? Home.
Some people have also, Mr. Vasquez,
Huh?
have like they pay to get what do you call it, for to have cameras.
Oh, security, for security, huh?
Yeah, we have cameras, but we don't pay.
Tiene las de esas, ¿cómo se llama? Home security al estilo mexicano.
Ajá.
Ponen el radio bien recio cuando se van, para que crean que hay gente ahí adentro. Eso les decía mi mamá y mi papá. Hey, pongan el radio todo lo que da cuando nos vayamos. Cierren la casa bien y súbanle al radio. That was our home security alarm.
Y todos creen que ahí estaban.
Pues según esto. All right. Yeah, well, I think those will be okay. No, los otros will be. It is nice, but we don't want to populate this so much. Okay. So let's just stay right there with those. Rent, mortgage, car, electricity, water, gas, insurance, food, cable, and cell phone. I'm sure there's other expenses. Such we can put miscellaneous expenses, and that will include, gardening expenses, any other expenses. We can put miscellaneous expenses, no, or other expenses.
Is this going to be for college though? Because we should have instructional books or anything like that.
Yeah, no, we're not. I didn't like the one for college because we cannot do research, on
Okay.
on colleges. It's for kids. I think of that assignment. We're grown up people. Just kidding. All right, so this is what we need to do now. Okay. We can notice my categories here are too big that it's gonna be in the way of my headings. So look at what I want to do right now is on the column A. Just resize column A really quick. So I'm gonna resize it. I can manually resize it here. Look at until I see that my last word like expenses. See, I can see expenses and mortgage is gonna clear, so I can let go right there. See that? Or I can do it that way, or I can right click also, and then go to column width and put the column size that I want here in pixels or in units. So let's say I'm gonna make it 15 units, which is equivalent to 15 pixels. So units will be 15 pixels. Yeah, 15 pixels is no way. Look at how small it is. So it should be column width. It should be 100 pixels.
And we can use the 2 clicks.
Mm-hmm. You can, well, 2 clicks. I don't know if 2 clicks. Yeah, 2 clicks works also on the first one. I don't know if it works on the other ones. Have you guys tried the 2 clicks on the other one like this right here? No. Oh yeah, it works. Look at 2 clicks also works. See, 2 clicks will adjust it. So there it is. Kind of like they're all the same size now. So that way we don't get confused with the format of this thing. Okay. So let's throw in some numbers. Because remember that mortgage is all going to be the same for each one. So we're all going to pay the same rent every month. So let's do a single family home mortgage, what, 1,200? Will that be kind of like average? Anybody?
Also el number.
Yeah, 1200. 00, like that. Okay. Okay, look at. Notice how I did this one. Can I do the same thing I did with the months? Because I'm gonna pay the same every month. So let's see if we can do it. Guess what? Yeah, we can do it too.
Well,
So let me undo it again. So we put 1200, and I put. Oops, I'm sorry. I put at $1,200. It's just what happened to my zeros, my dot and zero. Well, they disappear because it's not set up for numbers. It's set up for general right now. But I'm not gonna worry about it. Remember, I'm gonna do this at the end. So just drag it, and it will copy to all of them. See that? Because it's always the same. Same thing with a car payment. It's usually the same. The car payment. Have anybody throwing in the amount that you guys are paying for the cars? If you're paying too much, then don't say it. Well, I don't have car payment. We just paid our car recently,
Yeah.
a few
I
months ago.
pay 400.
400 and for what?
Oh, you pay 400.
Even
I pay like 390.
390,
400 a month.
400. Well, let's do an even amount. 400. So let's say that's kind of like an average. Would you say that's an average payment, or 350 more average? It depends on the car. If you have a
Yeah,
fancy car, pues es un
some
montón.
people pay a lot more. Like some people pay
Yeah, some people pay a lot more. 400, would that be okay, everybody? Yeah. It's kind of like
Why not?
más o menos. 490 for what, Raymond? Raimundo.
Yeah.
No le oí.
I just left it on 400.
400 is good. Okay, so let's go ahead and drag the 400 because it's gonna be the same every month. So there it is. Now electricity, you guys know it varies during the winter and during the cold months. It's a lot cheaper than it is right now. My last bill I paid 360 for the month of September. For August I paid 450. So it varies. So how about in those months? The first 3 months of the year, I think we pay very little. Usually, what, maybe 100 or less, or 85, something like that. Okay, so let's all have the same number, so we get the same amounts and totals and all that. Okay, so how about the first month of the year, first 3 months of the year, kind of like
80 because it's not, yeah, 85.
80, 85. Okay, so $85 for the first month. Oops, se me fue otro. So 85.00, and then maybe the same or even less, 80 for February, and then March, what, unos 90. In April ya está más calentito, so maybe 100. Notice that I'm putting the zeros and everything, but when I go to the next tab, they go away. Why? Because it is not set to numbers yet, but it will be when I'm done, okay? May, how much? Maybe 120, 00. June ya está más calentito. June, what? Unos 180 maybe, because it goes up right away. July, this is the month that usually kills us. July, what? Maybe 250. August, 350. September goes down a little bit, 300. October, it's getting a little better, so what, maybe 250. November, definitely unos 150. And December maybe goes back to 100. And then it starts all over again, no? Water, if you live in Coachella, it's always $100. Aunque no la use, aunque se vaya todo el año, le cobran de todos $100 al mes. Because I, when I used to live in Coachella, siempre eran $100. Hey, ni lo usé el agua ahora, ni me he bañado en un mes. De todos eran $100. So $100. And India, I think is the same thing. I never see nobody coming to check the water, and they just charge me. Son bien vivos. So $100 would be okay. Anybody pays more or less than this, let me know, okay? Usually the same.
Like 60.
How much?
150.
Ooh.
150 para usted?
No, 60. 60.
Oh, 60, 60, pues, that's all right.
$60.
Okay, so, pues los meses esos, maybe los meses de
¿Conoce a
enero.
alguien ahí en el Water Department?
Pues sí, porque le cobran poquito. Okay, let's do 60, maybe.
I never seen that video.
I know, yo todo el tiempo que viví en Coachella siempre pagaba 100, nunca, aunque ni usábamos el agua. Pero así son. All right, so maybe los meses de abril just a little bit more, 80. We want to do vary this thing, 80, and the months of summer is 100. And supposedly we waste more water on those months, okay? Oh, the 80. 80 and then 60 and 60, kind of like to make it even, okay? So the first 3 months 60, the next 2 months 80, and then the 3 heavy months 100, and then 2 more months 80 and 260. It's kind of like even, you notice?
80.
Evens out, kind of thing.
80.
El gas sí casi siempre es lo mismo.
100.
I don't know why sometimes, you know, we have gas everywhere. Well, in Coachella where I was, we didn't have gas. The area where I used to live, we have no gas. I didn't know that there had no gas. Because everything was electricity. Maybe that's why the electricity was so expensive.
The electric bill was high.
Yeah, that's why certain areas of Coachella do not have gas. Do you guys know that?
Ajá. En thermo tampoco.
Sí, no hay gas.
No. No propane.
Puro propane, ya.
Ajá, andar jalando los tambos. esos.
¿Sabe qué hice yo? Porque mi lavadora, mi secadora, pues ya ve que era de gas mi secadora,
Ajá.
y no hallaba cómo la voy a conectar, cómo la voy a conectar. Y venía mi sobrino de Mexicali y me dice, ay, tío, dice, vamos a la Home Depot, ahorita mismo la vamos a conectar. Compramos un tanque de esos de propane, lo conectamos, and it worked fine. So it was funny. Es una adaptada ahí, adaptación. All right, so gas is usually the same, no gas. Gas is not that expensive. About $30 a month, that will be an average.
I never pay more than $30 a month.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
I don't think
So $30 maybe every month. Will that be okay?
it's a good average.
So let's do $30 on each. Oh, actually, what am I doing? Remember, we can copy this thing. Just do the first one, and then we can just drag it, and that way the gas every month is $30 too. There it is. See? So that make it really easy. Insurance will be the same every month because it doesn't varies every year if they go out, if you get a ticket or you know. So this will be insurance, car insurance, or I assume. So how much you guys pay in car insurance? I pay a lot. I'm just kidding, not a lot. But it's my son, my wife, and myself.
Yeah, we pay a lot too for 2 cars. We
We pay about, I think it's every month is $190. No, it's not a lot hasta eso. $190. That's what I pay. Muy recio.
Sí. De que lo van correteando.
Well, the insurance, it'll be the same every month.
Every month, so we can drag it and copy. Es que la estamos copiando así, Lupita, mire. De volaza.
Ajá, por eso es rápido.
Rápido.
Okay.
And this is an average, okay? That's not exact. How about food? Cada ida al mandado son $200 casi, ¿no? 100 o 200.
Sí, cada vez que va al mandado a la Costco.
See, let's think monthly. So monthly will be how many times you go to the store to buy groceries, specifically food. Every 2 weeks, maybe. We go
Every
like
week I go like 2 times.
yeah.
Por un mes, yo gasto como 700.
Sí, es que si va uno más de una vez, ya sí es cierto. So serían que unos al mes que,
Como unos 700, 800.
okay. Oh my God, es un montón, ¿verdad? 7.
Yo gasto
If you eat at
700.
home, if you eat out,
Por
it's super
ratito,
expensive.
creo.
Hay que ponernos a dieta, que no hay que comer tanto, ¿no es cierto? Okay, so 700, that'll be okay, or 800? 750 maybe?
700 is good, I guess.
7 sounds okay. Se me hace un montón, pero it's true though. When I go to the store, I always gasto
Voy a
casi los
comer.
200. And I do go like maybe,
Ajá.
no, unas 4 or 5 times al month. So yeah, yo probablemente gasto hasta más.
La pura Costco yo creo que son como 4 o 5.
Ajá.
Le
No,
voy a mandar el recibo.
sí, no, yo le digo porque yo soy el que voy shopping. I go grocery shopping early in the morning on weekends or whenever I get a chance. Si uno va a las 6 de la mañana, no hay nadie.
Ándale. And you get everything fresh,
Sí, sí.
sin que te he escogido.
No, y ¿sabe qué me dijo mi hija? Me dice, no, Dad, ve esas horas porque como limpian toda la noche,
Ajá.
everything is clean and pues sanitize.
Sí, ándale, porque tienen que hacer sanitize todo.
Okay, so it's 700, we're just going to copy to all of them. Más o menos es un average. Man. It could be more or less. It depends on what kind of food you buy. Because, como por ejemplo, yo tengo que comer cierto tipo de cosas y salen más caras que nada por eso.
Sí, como la comida orgánica, la comida
Sí,
healthy es más cara.
sí, es más caro.
Quiere comprar nuez y fruta buena y
The toilet paper is expensive and the
Yeah, anything that is healthy is expensive. Like sugarless stuff, como yo, por mi diabetes, most of the stuff I buy has to be sugar, diet, and make sure it has sugar free, no sugar whatsoever. And it's more expensive. More expensive.
como el ese Coffee Mate vale casi $4.
Oh, yeah,
La
no sé.
botellita.
That's true.
Eso voy a la Walmart, ahí está un poquito más barata.
Ajá, sí, y fíjese otro gasto que hago también que once a month, my daughter, we go together to the Sam's Club, and ahí esas idas a esos lugares no creo que son de 100, ahí son de $200 o más por cada ida. All right. Okay, so cable, internet, it's a flat fee, the same fee every month also. So let's just kind of hurry up so we can complete this and save it, and then we continue on next week. But let's really quick. Well, I pay $59 for my cable
I pay for the
internet.
basic cable and internet, I pay $140.
Oh my God, for basic cable and internet,
Basic cable and internet from time.
está bien caro eso. Yo pago 50 something es my bill no, pero yo no tengo
Yo
cable.
pago 160.
Yo nomás tengo internet, no tengo cable.
It's only 25 channels, not even 25 channels.
No, pues le están robando ahí, Jackie. Okay, so let's put what 120 will be an average.
Pues si quieres.
Okay.
And some people pay more than
Lo estoy dando yo más barato que mi cable, mire.
Ajá.
All right, so let's copy 120 all the way down.
Right.
And the cell phone, it depends on how many cell phones you have.
What company you have.
Okay, so
Yo tengo Metro y pago 75 por
yo,
dos.
yo tengo Metro PCS y pago 90. A mí me están fregando.
Y antes pagaba 50, pero agarré esa que internacional para hablar a Mexicali.
Sí, y ese tengo yo también. A mí, ¿sabe qué voy a ir a alegar? Hey, ¿por qué Jackie está pagando menos que yo? O sea, yo tengo dos teléfonos y pago 90.
Yo pago dos y pago a 75.
Sí, sí.
Años pagaba $50.
Es que paga uno como se deje, como se deje uno. Está como el
Cierto.
cable, ya yo pago 60 nomás,
Y
pero
yo
por
pago
internet.
lo doble.
Anyway, see, so let me drag it.
Si quiere poner 90.
90. I like it's an average for 2 phones mostly, okay?
Oye, hay gente que paga 100 y feria por un teléfono, Mr. Vázquez.
Sí, sí, porque eso de las compañías como Sprint y todo eso, yo he tenido Sprint y según eran $100 por 2 teléfonos. Nunca pagué $100 desde que agarré la cuenta, puro 200 y más,
Ajá. El
hasta que la
Sprint es
quité.
caro
Aquí
también.
estos me dijeron 90 por 2 teléfonos y siempre he pagado 90 por 2 teléfonos.
Ándele.
Pero a usted le dijeron, ¿qué? 75 por 2 teléfonos.
Yo agarré 2 y me salió en $50.
Nomás, eso es a mí
Y
no.
pagué muchos años $50. Hasta hace
Wow.
poquito añadí a llamada internacional y me subieron mucho.
No, yo tengo llamada internacional ya bien incluida y tengo de este hotspot por Nelly, por el hijo mío que quiere internet. Y funciona everywhere, pero está bien suave eso, pues. Maybe a lo mejor por eso pago 90. All right, class. Other expenses includes the landscaping or any other expenses that you pay if you pay security for your house and all that. So how much we want to throw into that? Give me a figure. Anybody? It's 250 for that or 300 extra? And expenses?
250 sounds fine.
300? Okay, if we do 300, look at ya se nos acabó el dinero. Gastamos más de lo que ganamos. All right, so we're going to drag it, and there it is. Ya vamos a salir debiendo, ¿no?
Y luego los que pagan para que les fumiguen la casa.
Sí, pues other expenses, that's kind of like I put that in that. So we put $300 for other expenses, even though it could be more, pero that's an average. All right, so look at what we're going to do here, class. It says, and mine says book 3, so I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to put, you can put your name, monthly expenses. In my case, I'm going to put Vasquez, monthly expenses. I can put the apostrophe also, monthly expenses.
Where do you go?
Right here, on the very top, I can rename it.
Oh,
And just you just click and delete the book, whatever book number you have, and then press enter, and there it is. And it's already saved, so that's very nice. All right, thank you, Manny. Good night. It's already 8 o'clock. So if we need to stop right here. Any questions on this? No.
Mr. Vázquez, yo no escuché, ¿era su nombre o le tenemos que poner de nosotros?
No, de ustedes,
Arriba.
porque las expenses, las hicimos con las expenses en general de todo, se supone, pero para hacer la save, haga la save como your expenses.
Antes, abajo del monthly expenses le pongo mi nombre.
Sí, póngale we're gonna probably change that to for the year 2020, I guess, or last year. So we'll figure that subtitle later. But the name of the actual file up here is gonna be your name monthly expenses. So I'm talking about this section right here.
Okay.
Now, if you want to save it to your Excel folder, remember how we do that? You can go to File, then you go Save As, and then you go Save As, and then find your folder. Remember, we created folders at the beginning. We call these folders Microsoft Office 2016. So I'm going to open that folder, and then inside that folder, I have the Excel folder. I can just save it directly there. And just click Save, and it will go there. Okay. It has the name already, and there it is, Save. Okay. But if you just click here, and it saves automatically into your OneDrive. So either way, it's okay.
So it's Microsoft Office 2016, Mr. Vasquez?
Yeah, Microsoft Office 2000. It's Office 365 really, but it's 216. All right. So
Because I have 2 of them.
So let's save it, and good night if you have to go.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. I'll record
Good night, everyone.
and
Bye.
send it
See
to
you
you.
next week.
All right.
Good night,
Thank you.
everybody.
Good night.
Everybody.
Bye.
All right.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Okay, so
Buenas noches,
5,
Mr. Vasquez.
4. Buenas noches. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.